Well, hello loves and happy Sunday to you. So today it is our color and collage paper challenge and I am excited about this one. I have great ideas, I hope, for where to take this. So I want to tell you just real quick that all the stencils that I use today will be on sale this week, and all the links to the supplies and stencils will be down below in the YouTube description box. I'm trying to do the links there to kind of help you get the ideas of what I'm using. So, and I think that's all I have to tell you right now. So let's take a look. So I've got my book out. This is the book that we're using. If you're not familiar with our color and collage paper challenge, I have these sheets in the subscriber library for you to download if you'd like. It gives the date that we're going to be creating our experiment and playtime on, and the word for inspiration. And then I'm working from this book, and I use both. I go back and forth, but I like using the book because I can get kind of a better kind of color. Like one, I love the inspiration. This is inspiration from Vintage Fabrics, which I love. And then maybe a truer color choice here, or color palette here. So this is our inspiration today. And our word of inspiration is peaceful. And I really love this kind of vintagey floral. It's like on a what's the word? Organza fabric with really cool stitching. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to do florals, but I think it would be really cool to have a really dark background. I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try it, and then we'll go from there. But I also want to have some collage paper and some stenciling in the background too. So I have ideas, not sure where it's going to go. So let's just talk really quick. These are the stencils that I think that I'm going to be using for my floral, because I want to create kind of this almost fabric looking kind of floral, and then paint in my little vines or whatever, and then maybe some of these little tiny, like just random flowers. So I have two floral stencils out, and this one is Peony Buds and Blooms, and then this one is Poppies. And I wanted to get some kind of fun shapes, and so that's why I chose these. We'll see if I use both of them or just one of them or what. And then for the background, I want to use, you can't really see that, can you? This is my old type text stencil. This one's new because mine was too gunky, so I grabbed another one from inventory. But I love this, and I thought this would be kind of simple in the background on top of just some very neutral collage papers, because especially if I'm going to kind of make the background a little bit darker, you're not going to be able to see it too much, so I want it to be somewhat simple. But I thought maybe white on dark background with these, with that stencil. But I've got just some random bits that are on my table, and then I pulled this one out because it kind of has some of that sienna color in it. So, and then I also have, the goal is to use up collage paper. I have a few more bits over here, and I thought numbers would be kind of interesting too in the background, like letters and numbers, because this is so floral and maybe soft, and kind of maybe having that difference of the kind of graphic or grungy kind of thing. That's kind of where I'm going. So these are the collage papers that I have out for my collage paper part. And I had some colored collage papers out, and I'm like, no, I really want the color to be the florals, especially if I want to try and get maybe some darker background. And it may just be a wash of black over the top, or raw umber. That's one of my colors. So this is a really good color palette and an easy color palette. So those are my stencils and my collage papers. Oh, see, I see more numbers. I'm like, I have a whole stack of numbers over here ready to go if I feel like I need them. So this is my color palette down here, and this should be simple. So I've got black, and this brown right here is like a raw umber. And this color is, it's like a maroon, but what I'm going to use is like Algerian crimson and add black to it. And I'll get this dark color. And you'll see me color mix, but I'm just giving you an idea of what I'm going to be doing. And this is really close to sienna, raw sienna, with probably a touch of white. And then this one is probably a teal with a lot of white. And what's interesting is this picture here has more teal color than she chose for the color palette. She chose the lighter colors because they have some lighter colors in the stitching. So I may do both of these, like a light and a dark, and kind of the same thing with all of these colors for the flowers, because in the photo itself it has the light and the dark side. So this is cobalt teal, and then olive green. So this this color here is the light version of olive green. So in the vines that are not teal, it's like a dark olive green and then the light olive green. So I've got olive green. So really simple, not much color mixing except for adding value change to the colors. And value change just means add lighter or darker, so adding black or white. And I will be using my gesso, black and white gesso. That's not the right gesso. Black and white gesso. And the reasons, I'm just going to explain this because I get questions asked all the time. The reason I'm using black and white gesso is if I have a paint that happens to be shiny like this one, it mattes everything down. The rest of my paints are house paints that are a matte finish. So I like to work on a matte finish because I do charcoal pencil and soft pastels typically over the top, which I plan on doing here. And I may even use some soft pastel pencils to kind of get this little bit of striation in the threads, like the lights and the darks. We'll see. And so I have a variety of soft pastel pencils. Some are super inexpensive, like Mungyo or something like that, I think it is. And then some are a little bit more expensive, like DeWert or Carbothello or something like that. But all of them, whether cheap or expensive, pretty much work the same. And then I'll use some soft pastel sticks and in my colors. And I will use fluid matte medium to put my papers down with. And I think that's all the supplies. Super simple, hopefully. And I'll do my color mixing over here and then create on my journal page like I have in the past. This was last month's color and collage paper challenge, and I'll link that above in the video. So that is my simple plan. I think it's going to be fairly easy. I hate to say that out loud because every time I think it might be fairly easy, sometimes it just doesn't go that way. But I am excited to do this. I love the pattern. I love the inspiration. I love the colors. It's all good. I hope that you're getting a chance to play in the summer months, whether it's outside just quick sketching or color swatching or playing with paper or creating paper. And I'm trying to give you those kinds of videos all summer long because sometimes we don't have a lot of time in the summer because we're going and traveling and visiting because it's so wonderful outside and who wants to be inside. But quick little snippets of play does the soul good, and I hope that you are able to do that. And I hope this inspires your play as well. Remember that the sheets, the links, this video with all the links, all of the information is in the subscriber library. including all of the past color challenges. So you can check those out there if you would like. And I think that's all I have for you today. All right, my loves, I hope your Sunday is restful and peaceful. And I hope that you always, always know that you are loved.